Want a car that lasts and pays you back? Today, let's settle the scores. Is it petrol or diesel? Which car is better for the Kenyan roads?
So in the next 20 minutes, I'll be taking you through step by step on which one is the best for your checklist, either diesel or petrol. Diesel is tougher, petrol is cheaper. But which one really fits your checklist, be it you're buying a car for the family or for the business? So what you want to do is subscribe and leave us a comment down below what you think about today's video, and let's help you identify which one really fits your need, diesel or petrol.
So basically, for petrol cars, they run on a process called the spark ignition. This is where the fuel is mixed with air that ignites the spark plug. These engines have high RPMs, and in case you're wondering what RPM means, it means revolution per minute, and that is how fast your engine runs. Have high revving engine, and they have lighter blocks compared to diesel cars. They're found in cars like Toyota Vitz, Toyota Auris, VW Polo Petrol, and this car here in front of me.
Diesel engines, compression, ignition. So how does diesel engine really work? Well, tuko class, eh? So what happens here, air is compressed to very high temperature, then diesel injects, and of course the car itself ignites. Engine is thicker, stronger, and bulk, and of course it has thicker walls. And of course the kind of engines that you get with the diesel engines, you have the 1KD, 2KD, 1KZ, or even the 2KZ. Types of cars that you get these engines in, we have the famously known Toyota Hiace, Toyota Fortuner, just like this particular one here, or even the famously known the Kakadus, the family of the Kakadus, the Prado J120, 95, 150, going forward up to J250.
So let's see where petrol wins. Number one, initial purchase cost for petrol cars is smaller compared to the diesel cars. Another thing is the buying price of some parts and maintenance is cheaper for petrol cars compared to the diesel engines. For instance, the spark plugs and the injectors. And number three is the petrol cars are usually smoother and quieter. Haigurumi kama kisiagi. The other thing is petrol engines warm up fast, and so that makes it simpler for city start-stop driving.
So the question then is, why do diesel engines last longer? So basically, it's very simple. They actually produce high torques at low revs, and they don't scream too much while carrying heavy loads at low revs. Number two, because they have stronger engine blocks and internals, akina engine, whatever, crankshaft, bearings, and all the pistons. Yeah. And three, diesel engines, they use turbochargers to boost power without high revs, of course. And for this, they're efficient for heavy towing, and these ones are found in cars like the Toyota Hilux, Toyota Hiace, or even the famously called the Toyota Fortuner. Hata wewe umesikia that the diesel engines, the diesel replicates the engine parts more than the petrol one. But of course, getting into the real world evidence, diesel engines have been loved over the years. And basically why? First of all, they're good for, long-term distances. Watu wa matatu, watu wa ferrying heavy loads, they're very good and suitable for that. When it comes to also fuel consumption, they will also always be 10 out of 10. But when it comes to servicing, hapo ndo utaumia kidogo, just in case you don't regularly check out on servicing your engine. The question then is, so who should buy the diesel one and who should buy the petrol one? For me, I will take you through the diesel. This is a Prado J150 Teardrop Edition, and you already know what kind of people use this car. They're famously called leaders, politicians in our country. They drive this car from Nairobi, going to sell manifesto all the way to Turkana, Kajiado, or even Wajir. That's quite a distance, right? Well, they need engines that offer performance, but still consume low fuel, because they can clock over 500 kilometers in a single day. So basically, diesel engines are for businesses, businesses that ferry goods all over the time, that the engine needs to run all the time without stopping. Of course, logistics company, people who ferry goods all the way from the port of Mombasa to Nairobi. Again, guys who are in the matatu business doing long distance shuttle, those one are also very well suitable for the diesel engines. Well, remember, for the diesel engine, fuel consumption is very low and the maintenance is a bit high. So you tell us, what do you prefer? So you tell us, are you a politician, a business person, or even a school? Which one really favors you? You tell us in the comment section.
Let us debunk the petrol cars. So who should buy the petrol cars? Number one is, if you are looking for a low maintenance car that is so friendly because its parts are cheaper, you can go for a petrol car. And also, if you are someone who does a lot of city drives, it's smooth and quiet, so it suits you best. And if you are someone who does like transport business for schools, that means that you just use the car in the morning and evening, and during the day you're not using the car. Also, petrol cars suits you better. If also you're looking to buy a car for resale, that means you're not using it for a longer time, so that it won't go high on mileage, then a petrol car also suits you. So how do you make your engine last? Number one is regular oil change. So mafuta yako ikizeeka, make sure you change your oil.
And basically always use quality oil. Hizo mafuta sijui roli ya mafuta ilianguka wapi, Sugoi wapi, sijui Grogon wapi, sijui wapi. Then people sell you fuel that's supposed to be sold at 200, they sell you at 80 shillings. Well, your engine might just be living on its deathbed. What do I mean by that? Very soon it might stop working, because that fuel is not quality. Always change your filters. Oil filter, fuel filter, or even the air filter, of course.
And the other thing is, always make sure you check your radiator and your coolant. Make sure you top your coolant.
Always replace your time belts so that you always prevent castrol failures.
The other thing is the turbo care. Do not switch off your car immediately you reach your destination. Let it cool down a bit.
Another thing is regular combustion or injector checks.
And the other thing is the battery and the charging system check. And the last thing is, remember to keep your service record and your logbook safely, because
this will be very crucial for resale. In any case that anyone wants to buy the car, they would definitely need to have, it's like what we call it, it's like a maternity document, or a checkup document that really tells the history of your car. When last it was serviced, what kind of problems it went through, and definitely to the person who wants to be the new owner of the unit would definitely want to have that kind of history. Many other things you've heard about diesel and petrol engines, but what is true and what is not? Other people say that the diesel engines are actually very expensive, but of course it depends on the kilometers that you cover and the price of fuel. Other people say that older diesel engines are noisier. And of course, other people say that diesel engines are louder and noisier. Yes, for old diesel engines, that might be true. But for the modern ones right now, they're actually very well refined and adaptive to technology.
And for petrol engines, they say that the engines are fragile, which I say it depends on how you handle and maintain your engine. So what do you think?
And if you run a business, you clock high and mileage on a single daily basis, well, diesel engines might just be the best option for you. And of course, if you want for the city drives from Kitengela to Nairobi to Kasarani to Karen to Ruiru to any other all along Nairobi city, well, the petrol might just be the best option for you.
And now that you know, I hope that you've made your best decision. And I hope that by now, you know which car suits you best. And what do we do at Terava?
We sell cars. We are your trusted experts in reliable automotive value and affordability. And basically what we do, we sell cars. Anything else you've heard about Terava, that's propaganda. Neither do we sell smokies, do we sell land, do we sell grass, do we sell chai. We sell only cars, nothing else, not even spare parts, only cars.